So former Lizzo dancers, now these are former dancers, claim sexual harassment, hostile work environment, and a new lawsuit. 3 former Lizzo dancers accused the singer of religious and racial harassment, among other allegations. What's going on there? Religious?
Lizzo?
Come on. Let's read this. Okay. Why is this not letting me? You know what? They making me
sign in to do the full story.
I hate when they do that. I hate when you go on these websites.
You had just said, what's her name said that on Facebook today?
What?
She said she hates going to news things that make her sign up to get the update or information.
I'm gonna go to NBC News.
She said there's so many other news outlets.
There's a million other
sign up my whole life story.
So let's forget you, other one.
Okay.
Former Lizzo dancers were weight shamed and pressured while at a strip club.
That's different.
This NBC News.
Oh.
3 former dancers have filed a suit against Lizzo, accusing the singer of sexual harassment and creating a hostile work environment. Los Angeles News, NBC. 3 of Lizzo's former dancers filed the lawsuit Tuesday. So that's today. So it's new. So everybody's going to be talking about it. Mm-hmm. They also alleged that she pressured one of them to touch a nude performer at an Amsterdam club and subjected the group to an excruciating audition. Anything is excruciating when you're fat. She probably told them to lift their leg up, and they said that's excruciating.
Well, if they're dancers, they should be ready.
An excruciating audition after leveling false accusations that they were drinking on the job. I bet you they all friends too, the 3 dancers. The dancers accused Lizzo, a performer known for embracing body positivity and celebrating her physique, of calling attention to one dancer's weight gain and later berating, then firing that dancer after she recorded a meeting because of a health condition. First of all, you can't be too fat. If I hire you to be a big dancer, and you weigh, I'll just throw 200 pounds.
What's the weight got to do with it if you still
No. Well, that's what I'm saying. And you weigh 200 pounds. We take a break and you come back and you 300. That's not the same dancer. Well, even though both of them
that's why I'm saying this is
so we'll follow this.
And then 2, how much weight, the more weight does she gain?
And was she able to still do the dances?
Still do the dances.
The dancers accused Lizzo, and then you might want a certain look. I don't want 5 250-pound women up there. I want 1 250, 1 3, 1 350.
Gradually, I want to show the different
180
full figure sizes.
1 size 14. Get her in there.
And she still can't fit her suit.
Exactly.
So she's given a suit that I want her to wear.
So she might have wanted a certain aesthetic. We take enough for Lizzo. The dancers accused Lizzo, a performer known for whatever. The suit filed in Los Angeles Superior Court provided to NBC News. The plaintiff's law firm also accuses the captain of Lizzo's dance team of deriding the performers who had premarital sex. Oh, I guess berating them or whatever. Had premarital sex while sharing lewd sexual fantasies. What?
Are you reading this?
Oh, publicly discussing the virginity of one of the plaintiffs.
Oh,
so maybe one of them was a virgin, and they made fun of her for being a virgin.
Poor thing. Okay.
The suit doesn't. Well, Lizzo would, because that seemed like something Lizzo would do. Girl, you ain't getting none. Blank, blank. But I can see that.
Well, leave her alone though.
But I can see her saying something. She's young,
but she needs to be careful.
Yeah. You got to be careful with that.
Distraught over social media back of
that she got to be
her. Yeah.
The suit names Lizzo, whose real name is Melissa. I didn't know that. Well, I guess Lizzo,
Melissa. Okay.
So we know Lizzo's real name.
Her real name.
Melissa.
Okay.
Vivian. You ever watch those hacks? I'm sorry, those hacks where you watch on TikTok and they show you different stuff. Did you know how we have the those bags in the refrigerator of whatever, like French fries or tater tots or whatever.
Right.
If you cut the bag like this in a circle, you can tie it. Cut that middle part out like in a circle, and you can take it and tie it. You don't have to put it in another bag. That was a hack.
Versus the sealed ones, you're saying?
Yeah, if it's not sealed, if it's
not a sealable bag.
you cut it like this. And then these two pieces right here, you can tie. And you don't have to use a
Why did you just think of that?
Well, I was saying a hack when we was talking about hacks. Learning stuff.
What the heck?
When people put up, where were you when you learned that for the first time?
Wow.
So I was getting ready to say, where were you when you learned Lizzo's first name was Melissa?
Oh, okay.
Melissa Jefferson. Her production company is Quigley as defendants. In addition to accusations of hostile work environment and sexual harassment, the suit brings claims for religious and racial harassment, false imprisonment, interference with prospective economic advantage, and other allegations.
What the hell?
Not every claim was brought against each defendant. Oh, maybe she didn't get the religious one. The stunning nature of how Lizzo and her management team treated their performers seems to go against everything Lizzo stands for.
Yeah.
Privately, she weight shames her dancers and demeans them in ways that are not only illegal, but absolutely demoralizing. One of the statements says.
To prove this.
We weight shame. Fat people weight shame.
Mm-hmm.
So what's wrong with that?
We throw shade at each other.
We throw shade at each other, and we talk about.
Maybe they don't like that.
Oh well.
If we were,
and then when you famous, you can't do the same thing.
If we had 6 women dancing with us,
mm-hmm.
and we made little jokes like we do with each other, to them, they may take it serious.
Yeah,
they may not like people cracking on them and throwing shade at.
That's what I'm saying. Some people don't like you to crack on them,
yeah.
And she might be the type of person, like a lot of Black people, we crack on each other.
Mm-hmm.
And if she has some white dancers, they're not used to that. They'll be like, "Don't talk about my double chin."
Yeah.
That we do that. We play the dozens and stuff like that.
Right.
But sometimes if you're around other races, they don't know. They don't do that.
Yeah, that's true.
So it might be one of those cases where she was teasing or whatever, and they didn't like that. They was like, "We don't do that in our house."
Wow. Okay.
The suit accuses Lizzo of calling attention to the dancer's weight after an appearance at South by Southwest Music Festival. The singer and her choreographer later told the dancer, Ariana Davis, that she seemed less committed to her role, a comment the suit described as thinly veiled concerning about Davis's weight. She seems less committed. She probably came back fatter. And Lizzo was like, "I work out." You could be, look, that's the other thing. There's fat people who run and are in shape. You can not be in shape.
They're solid.
And she could probably say that. Lizzo could have probably said, "Look, I'm fat, but I run and I keep in shape."
Remember when you were telling me, it was funny because when I was at that, not before I got sick, I was losing weight.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't losing it fast because I was still eating a lot. So I really was maintaining my size when I was building muscle, which probably helped too. When they said muscle burns fat.
Yeah.
So that helped as well. But I guess too, like you're saying, if you are a heavy eater and you still eat the wrong foods, your weight loss is not caught up with the right of foods you're eating.
It says the trip to Amsterdam Strip Club happened after a performance in the city earlier that year. The suit states that Lizzo's after parties were routine and non-mandatory, but alleges that those who attended were favored by the singer and had a greater job security. That's stupid too. At the club, I don't believe this. Unless I really don't know Lizzo. I don't believe this. I don't believe that if you was one of her dancers and you said, "Lizzo, you know I'm a Christian, I'm not going to that strip club." I don't believe she'll be like, "Well, I'm not going to favor you then." Because she seems like the type of person to be like, "I got it, I understand."
To be honest, I really don't know.
You're right.
I don't know Lizzo.
At the club, the same thing I said about people with the Jamie Foxx thing. Talking about he's a clone. I said, you don't know the real Jamie and you don't know the clone Jamie. So what does it matter?
And I don't
Any Jamie that walks out of the hospital, you don't know him. So why do you care? His daughter should be the one saying he's a clone. And she cares.
And she was making
not
up
you.
Stuff too.
You don't know him.
And she knows him.
What do I care if he's a clone Jamie? As long as he can fit the suit, man. Like Brady Bunch.
You fit the suit.
Fit the suit, man.
Johnny
fit
Bravo.
The suit. Johnny Bravo. Clouds never laughed before. Raindrops never something. Clouds never laughed before till I met you. Why'd you choose me? Because you fit the suit, man. You fit the suit.
Oh my God, Johnny Bravo. Okay,
Johnny Bravo, Jamie Foxx, same thing.
But we don't.
You fit the suit. I don't care if you're a clone or not.
We don't know if Lizzo fits the suit. We don't know her personality aside from what she's shown on getting awards and her little feelings being hurt because of some.
Well, it says they had new performers and there was things being thrown out on stage, eating bananas and all that stuff. Lizzo then turned her attention to Miss Davis and began pressuring Miss Davis to touch the breast of one of the nude women. Davis declined, according to the lawsuit. Lizzo allegedly led a chant saying, "Go, go, go." This all sounds like a normal, young, stupid girl.
Right.
Go, 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 go.
22-year-old, 23-year-old, 24-year-old.
So she read a chant. So far, nothing here.
And that person must have really took it
After
serious.
Davis declined 3 more times, the chant grew louder and more.
So she was bullying her,
demanding of visibly
touch
uncomfortable Miss Davis to engage with the performer.
Touch her breast. Touch.
When Davis eventually briefly touched the lady's breast, the group burst out into laughter. Why is this a lawsuit?
That probably shamed her. She didn't like that.
This is the weakest generation.
Could have very well just let them taunt, and still don't do
this.
It.
This
nobody put a
this generation
a gun to your head.
Yeah, my mother said the Bible said weaker and wiser. This generation is weak.
If they taunt,
if you are doing a lawsuit, because they was like, do it, and then you did it, and then you felt shame. You gonna do a lawsuit?
Well. Let's think back now. You're right. Think about the Northwestern football players and how they were, what's the word? Hazed. Some of them felt they had to do it.
Weak generation.
Pressure.
I pledged a sorority. And one night, everything I was did basically because it was stupid.
That was the hazing time.
Yeah, back in the day. They probably still hazing some of these.
Yeah, hopefully not.
But that was... Oh, here's Trident said people be looking for the stupidest things or to cancel someone. Yeah. Or I can't read it.
Tiniest to get some money.
I agree. They looking for and that's what I'm saying. But anyway, I pledged.
Did you feel bad?
I pledged, and one night they was like, it was so funny. One night they had us trying to tell me they was taking us through the woods.
Not supposed to tell, right?
You don't matter.
It don't matter. Okay.
They was taking us, I didn't say what sorority. They was taking us through the woods. And we was in the football field. I had lifted
they blindfolded.
But I had lifted my blindfold up a little bit where I could still see. I said, we're in the football.
It's a mind.
We was telling each other on the line, girl, we're in the football field. So then we was like, we'll make them think they got us in the woods. We in the football field on the school. And how they think we stupid. They're gonna drive around acting like they was driving far away and we was still on campus. I had my thing up. Everybody else couldn't see. I said, I got mine up a little bit, y'all. I'll tell y'all where we go. We driving around the campus. They trying to make it seem like we was going far.
A mind game.
Then, so I was like, we're in the football field.
Okay.
So nobody was scared. We went through that one quick. Then they said, okay, y'all got to run. We was running on the track. That was fine.
But remember, you had to sing.
Then they said, we got to eat an onion. That's where I drew the line.
All of y'all didn't eat one, though,
Well, I couldn't eat no onion. I said, I'm not eating no onion. If you don't eat an onion, all of y'all fail. One, all got to do it, or one, not all. And they was like, come on, Kim, eat the onion. Come on, Kim, just do it. I said, I'm not eating no onion. I don't like onions. I don't want to eat it, and that is horrible.
Thank you.
So then one of my lines says, she said, I'll eat it for her. And she ate my onion. She liked onions.
Ooh.
She said, I'll eat it for her because I like onions.
That's sweet.
But you don't have to do nothing. Nobody tell you.
They were probably looking for a group to stand up for each other. Like what's his name's movie?
What?
Do the Right Thing.
Yeah.
Was it Do the Right Thing or was it when they were on campus?
School
days. So all of them together can still be pressured. But if one kind of takes up for another one, you still doing it as a group, as a team.
Yeah.
She didn't have to touch the girl, even though they was going chanting.
Now.
And now I'm going to sue her.
Look at this one. Now this one, because we're Christians, we're going to tag in on this one. The religious harassment, that's the allegation that they're suing Lizzo for, is connected to the dance captain who also worked as a judge on Lizzo's reality show. According to the suit, she preached her Christian beliefs and took every opportunity to proselytize, whatever, to any and all in her presence, regardless her Protestant, being Protestant.
Okay.
So you're suing her because she preached the gospel? She forced you to listen to her talk about Christianity?
Oh, they're suing Lizzo because Lizzo put her beliefs on that person.
Her dance captain was a Christian.
Oh.
And spoke Christianity. And they didn't like that.
They were uncomfortable. Because they probably another religion or they're atheists or whatever.
It doesn't matter what you are. Again, weak generation.
Remember the coach that got in trouble for praying. And some of the players felt uncomfortable.
After discovering that Davis was a virgin, the captain, see, this is not even Lizzo, this is her dance captain, discussed the subject in interviews and posted about it on social media. Now that I can see, that would make you mad.
She put her on blast.
Sometimes you could be a virgin. You don't want it. That's what T.I. did with his daughter. You don't want everybody talking about your virginity. So that one I get. Okay. 2 dancers were fired in April and May, according to the lawsuit. Williams lost her job on April 26, days after she spoke up at a meeting where she challenged an assertion from Lizzo that dancers were drinking before performances. And why can't Lizzo? See, I guess I'm going to be on Lizzo's side. If I'm having a meeting and I'm berating everybody and saying, I don't want y'all drinking and getting drunk before it's time to perform, and you stand up and try to stand up and say, where would you get that from? Or why are you talking back, you dancer? I'm the star. All you got to do is sit there and listen. Okay. If it don't hit you, then don't worry about it.
Okay.
Unless I said you, if I said you, Melissa, whatever your name is, Joni or whatever, you need to stop drinking before the show. Then I can see her.
Your mind's clear.
Then I can see her standing up and saying, I'm not drinking before the show. Don't say that.
Okay.
But if I'm making a general, I don't want my dancers drinking.
Assumption.
And then you decide you want to raise your big fat hand up and say.
Why have to be a fat hand?
Because she fat. You can raise your arm for that, but you can't raise your arm for the dance moves, apparently. You want to raise your arm up and say, well, why are you berating, not of all of us are drinking and stuff. Why are you saying that? I would fire you too. Don't talk while I'm talking. I'm the celebrity. I'm the star. I'm the reason why you're getting paid. If it doesn't fall on you, then don't say it. It doesn't. She ain't talking to me. That's what I would have been like. She ain't talking to me.
Like the scrub. I don't want no scrub. Are you a scrub? Then she's not talking to me.
The only time I challenge the person that's signing the paycheck is if they come down and say something to me that's out of pocket.
Now the situation with the dance leader, because Lizzo is overseeing, is pretty much the main leader.
Right.
That the things that manager did, whether she
got to pay
posted her stuff, whatever.
That's why she part of the lawsuit.
Lizzo has to pay for
because she hired her.
Yeah,
it's like you having a bad
people
manager
that you put under you can mess it up.
If you have a bad manager, people sue the company.
Wow, yeah,
they sue the company.
That's true.
You hired them,
and the company is Lizzo in this case.
All right, Wendy says, "Hey girls, hello family. Hey Wendy." Hey. Christopher C says, "Hello. It's been a while since I've caught a live show. Happy to be here." All right, Christopher.
Okay.
All right, so that's the Lizzo. I'm sure people gonna start talking about it.
We got to see this.
We just saw it on the news before we came on.
Ex-dancers.
3 of her ex-dancers are suing her.
Okay, we'll see.
Okay. Trump and